Salutations everyone, my name is Gwen, and welcome to an Eccentrics Hobby Closet. In this video, I'm going to be appeasing the YouTube algorithm by talking about something that seems to be popular nowadays. Recently, Elden Ring came out. I have not played it. I have not played a lot of FromSoft games. I've only played maybe 30 minutes of Bloodborne back when I was just a wee teenager. And that's it. That's all of my experience personally with FromSoft and SoulsBorne games. However, I've been watching a lot of the circles that I'm in, a lot of the people that I watch on YouTube have been playing it. And it's gotten to a point where I just fall asleep to people playing Elden Ring, and I dream about it all the time, and it's a bit of a problem. But I wanted to try something. I wanted to design a potential SoulsBorne boss, taking a lot of inspiration from Elden Ring because that's sort of what I am the most familiar with right now. I did research on other games like Dark Souls and Sekiro and Bloodborne, but I primarily wanted to stick with Elden Ring because that's what I knew best. So what I did is I went back to my old friend, my good old friend, Fantasy Name Generator, and went to the Dark Souls boss name generator there, and I generated a bunch of titles. I did not write down the names that went along with it because I had other ideas, but I flicked through to try to find a title that I liked, and there are a lot of good ones, but one immediately had an image come into my head, and that was the Mad Seer of Sorrows. So I decided that's what I was going to do. Again, an image just popped in my head, and then what I wanted to do is I wanted to follow more Celtic inspiration with this character. So instead of using like a Gothic Germanic name, I really wanted to use a Celtic Irish name. So I did my research and I came up with Ayla, the Mad Seer of Sorrows. And now I'm going to very quickly draw her. So she sort of appeared very quickly. Like over the course of an hour or so, I had her design and a lot of concept art done for her. And then when I went and took a break and took a nap and came back to this, as I was drawing this was not supposed to be as serious as it ended up being. This is not supposed to be a YouTube video I was doing. However, after I did the liner, I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely content. So I started working much more seriously on her. Generally, from what I saw, when you do a normal human boss in FromSoft games, they normally have a mask or something covering their part or all of their face. I didn't want to do that because I had this image of like her constantly crying and wanting to show that she's not really a pretty crier. Like, there's stuff running down her face. Her eyes are bloodshot red. She has bags under her eyes. She's not looking good. Because she's just, everywhere she looks, she sees the despair of the people around her. I did look at other bosses, and I looked at armor and weapons to come up with some of the outfit and the weapon design. And I came up with this curved blade idea after my husband told me that he could see her using a scythe. And I did a little bit of an armored cape with this pretty little dress that I found on Pinterest. And I found it very delightful. Like I said, she came quickly. I did try to do a background, but I was not backgrounding today. So I just did some misty background in a warmer tone to kind of contrast with all of her blues and stuff. And some fog in the foreground to create some atmosphere. And that's about it. Oh, tarnished, I see your anguish. I feel your despair. I shall end it for you. This was, like I said, this was a really quick one. I did this in a very short amount of time. Like, within the course of maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, I had her completely rendered, and I had no complaints about her. I went to bed, I woke up the next day, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still in love with this. I didn't want to change anything. I really like it. I hope that you guys like it. I hope that avid Elden Ring and Dark Souls fans will be polite and kind to me, because I know that I'm not like a true fan and this might not be what you're used to seeing for FromSoft design. This was just for fun. This was just to be silly, and also to get the Elden Ring Dark Souls tag, so that way I can appease the algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was a short video, but the next one is going to be a little bit longer. So, if you like this, please like and comment down below. If you want to see more of my art and hopefully some of the other things, I keep threatening to do other hobbies, and I will one day, but drawing is just the easiest content for me to crank out right now. And wait for the next week's video, because that's going to be fun. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, please take care of yourselves and do the things that you love to do the most. Bye-bye.